Well, I'll go ahead and call the meeting to order then. Commissioner Eggleston is absent, but I believe is going to try to make it at some point.
Yes.
Okay. On the agenda today, we have opening bids for the slate roof and opening bids for stormwater project in Clear Lake. Also going to sign an EIP contract and an EMPG, a hazardous materials emergency preparedness grant amendment, which is why I asked you if you know anything about it. Okay. There's no cost for public hearing that I'm aware of, and there's no old items of discussion, or if there were. Commissioner Morrison, do you have anything?
No, I don't.
All right, then we'll start with opening bids for the slate roof.
We received one bid from Durable Slate, and there is a representative here today.
All right. Slate roof reconstruction, this is over the main courtroom. And the total is $330,650. $140 per slate, $75 per square foot. And to be completed within 4 months of the notice to proceed. Very good.
Commissioner, what was the quote price, please?
The total?
Yeah.
$330,650.
Thank you.
Now, is the 140 per slate separate from the 330?
I believe that's included, right? That's just.
That should be part of it, the full, yeah.
Oh, that's any additional replacements beyond.
Is that what it is, the addition, okay. As a change order.
That's right. And that's, oh, and I'm sorry, I should have specified the square foot, $75 per square foot is for replacement of deteriorated wood decking. Okay, anything else you wanted to mention?
I didn't write that, so.
Good, well, that satisfies our requirements.
Yeah.
I assume you'll be letting, I assume ADM will be letting them, right?
No, this
Oh,
one
this is part, I'm sorry, this
yes.
is part of our project, that's right.
Yes, I will
So
be,
Pam will be letting.
yes. I'll
Okay.
let you know one way or the other how it goes.
How it goes, okay, good, so.
Yep.
You can stay if you want, but there's not gonna be anything interesting.
Get out. Thanks.
Very good, thank you.
Good one.
Next is the bids for Center Street Storm Water Improvement Projects in Bear Lake, that's CDBG, if I'm not mistaken.
We received two bids. One is from Chippers, and the other is from Kling & Smith. So the first one is from Chippers.
Okay. Looks like they're at Fairview. All right. So for this project, I won't go over all the details about inlets and inline drains and sections and special backfill, blah, blah, blah. The total is $209,000.00.
2009.
9,000. Oh, 50. Yeah.
50 cents?
No, they actually made a mistake.
They
So-
forgot the $50 in the writing part, but they put it in the numbers part.
Okay, so I guess you go with the lower number, right?
Should go with the written one, but
They're both written.
I will add them in, I mean,
Okay.
that one,
Yeah.
but I will add them up and compare.
Okay. Very good. Anything else you want? in this?
And this one is from Cleaning Smith Enterprises.
Cleveland Smith out of Valiant Lake. Specs, okay. Cleveland Smith's total is $228,145.
Incidentally, we had an estimate on this of 170,000.
So either way, we're 30 to 60,000 over anticipated. Can we cover that in CDBG?
Possibly, we'll take a look at it, see what happens.
Okay.
We have money also set aside still to repave that road when we're done next year.
Okay.
So
Maybe we'll steal it from that.
Yeah.
Okay. So you'll get back to us and we'll work the next public meeting? Okay. Thank you very much.
Is it Wednesday or 2 weeks? Oh, 2 weeks.
Wait, yeah, to award because we have to, I don't know. Make them do it Wednesday.
Unless you can get maybe a word for this afternoon.
2 weeks.
2 weeks it is. All right. More later. Next, this is not on the agenda. This is somewhat of an emergency in a way. The Department of Community and Economic Development sent us a contract today awarding us a grant to the tune of $60,000, which will go towards the replacement of the fiscal software. This was something that the EIP identified last summer as one of our weaknesses, and so and they prioritized it as one of the primary things that we should replace. I want to thank Lori Dunlap and Eric Hearn for getting the EIP Phase 2 in and awarded, and happily we are getting a 90% reimbursement as we had hoped. So this is a big win for the county. We are going to be on track for replacing the fiscal software hopefully by the end of the year, given this grant. We are going to continue to apply for more phases as the months go on in order to continue completing the various things that the EIP report recommended. But because of the timeline on this, we need to sign it today and get it back because they need it by this week or something.
30th, I think, or
Yeah.
22nd.
Yeah, so next week. There are we need 2 signatures on this, so I'll sign one and one of the other commissioners needs to come in and sign the other. But again, thank you very much.
Yes.
And congratulations.
Very, very nice.
Yeah.
I have to take that with me, I'm gonna get it with Eric, okay?
Sure.
Versus
Okay. Okay, there you go.
very much.
Here's your copy.
May I be excused?
Where did my HEMP go? Oh, okay. Do you know anything about this?
I do.
Okay. What is it?
Okay, so that grant is money that comes back to the county to cover our costs for training emergency responders in hazardous materials.
Okay.
So we yearly, we fill that out to get our reimbursement.
Okay. This needs to be returned immediately as well. I'm basically just signing this in a public meeting. You guys want this back at DPS, or you want this in our office?
If it could go through your office and we could just get a copy of it, that would be fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So that's an amendment because they're adding additional funds to our HEMP grant, right?
That's correct.
Very cool. Thanks, Simon. All right, anything else that needs to be brought up under new business?
I guess I said the tax plan, but I don't want to wait till the end
We will now just department updates.
here. Okay. Sounds good. So I had my judicial sale on May 24th. I'm doing something a little bit different this year. I've actually created a packet for the judicial sale. So as normal, you'll see a list of the properties. But if you go through the PDF file, you actually see pictures, and I'll share this slide down, but you'll see pictures of the property, locations, cross streets, and people who we have served or not served for the judicial sale. It's going to help a lot of people out when they do their research. They'll cut down on foot traffic in our office, I think assessment office, cut down on phone calls. I'm not aware of this ever being done in Warren County before, where this was created, and I don't believe I know of any other county in the state of Pennsylvania that's done this, that I'm aware of. But
Nice.
I bring your
Posting
attention.
as a PDF on the website.
It will be on the website soon, yeah.
Nice. Well, hopefully it generates some interest, and more people come and bid higher.
Exactly.
Good.
How many do we have on the judicial sale?
43, 44 properties, somewhere around there.
I forget my ignorance, but these are the for sure ones, right? I mean, no payments at this point are going to.
No, the odds are they probably won't be paid. There might be a few more that fall off just because they might work something out with the owner, or someone might come in at the last minute, a mortgage company, or
Okay,
something like that.
but for the most part, we're going with probably 40 to.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I just thought I'd share that with you. It's a pretty nice little file.
Yeah, thanks for your initiative on that.
Yep.
It's good. See in Joe's eyes, he wants to see it.
You want to see it, Joe?
No, I was going to put it on the website. And you will have that done by today, won't you?
Should be up today.
Okay, I'll look at it and I'll check it out.
Any other department updates?
Just real quick from the Department of Public Safety, as everyone's aware, we were hit by a F2 tornado on the 14th of this month. As a result of that tornado, we lost our Scandia radio tower. It is laying on the ground. We have some initial things in the works for the Commonwealth to get our equipment up on one of their towers as soon as possible so we can resume normal communications. More to come on that. There will be some cost associated with that, moving the equipment and whatnot. The other thing is our hazardous materials building was hit in the tornado. We did have one of the vehicles damaged. We're in the process of getting quotes to get that repaired. And also that the Youngsville Fire Department was gracious enough to allow us to move some of our equipment to be housed within their fire station until we come up with a plan there. There were several agencies and people involved with that incident, and in the future, once I get something put together, I'd like to thank them in one of your meetings.
Pam already actually has written up a citation, I believe. There are a lot of organizations we need to thank, URC, Youngsville, Link. We'll need to get together and make sure we get a blue list, because a lot of agencies really stepped up and helped out.
Absolutely. In the near future, when I am back in town, we will also put together an after-action review so that we can get together and discuss what we could have done different, what we could have done better, where we did really well.
Okay. Why don't we actually go ahead and try to put that on the schedule so we have a deadline. Next Monday would not be good. Maybe May 6th, the work session.
I'll make that go, I'll make that work.
As far as your work, okay. All right, so May 6th, we'll have an after-action review. Here, either during or right after the work session, probably. Let's invite Steve Hoffman.
Well, from the response, we need to do one with all the responders that were there, and then maybe we could come back and do an internal one after that.
That's fine.
Okay.
Still, May 6th is probably a good day.
Okay.
You could do that here or probably your list, EOC.
Sure.
Okay. In the morning.
Sure. We'll make it work.
Okay. Good. Anything else? Lisa?
Just today's the last day to make any changes or anything on voter registration. You can do it online, you've got till midnight, my office 4:30. Just kind of working on election stuff.
Do you know if there were any private homes that were owned by veterans that were either damaged or destroyed by the?
I can give you names. I can give you names from Coloma Township and Warren City.
I'll be doing an article in the paper because if our veterans, they may be entitled to a grant from the state for assistance.
I'd be happy to share the names with you. That was not all the questions that we asked when we went through.
All right, and not hearing any other department or committee updates, public comments. Mr. Scott.
We got hit fairly hard on Quaker Hill. It took, I want to say, 3 days before they could do anything because of the wires, and we had a tree fall down on Pamela Drive. And if you have people asking, we are going to do the same routine we did when the other tornado hit. If you bring your limbs to the curb, we will, on our chip, but right now our chip is in another township because we have a joint partnership with them and they had this arrangement. But we've got Quaker Hill passable. And that's all we really had, minor limbs throughout our township, but nothing. And we were fortunate, just got hit on Pamela Drive and Quaker Hill. That's 2 tornadoes in a row we had at Quaker Hill. And I personally want to compliment our fire department and our road crew. They worked together like a team. I witnessed it. I went up and I'm very proud of them.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I have to go. Thank you.
Okay, goodbye.
But it's nice to see fire departments and road crews from different townships, and I compliment you on your effort that you had at Carter's. And by the way, a piece of Carter's insulation, and I don't know how the hell it got, excuse my language, I don't know how it got there, but it ended up in Scandia. Could you just imagine that going across the sky and you're walking out of it? It was amazing, the part. But I compliment you on 911 Center. You handled everything fairly well.
Thank you.
You're good. Any other public comment? Okay. There's no one else to discuss schedules with or general discussion or projects, so I guess we're done.
You have a partial packet for Wednesday.
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
I will be adding to that the award of the jail elevator.
Okay, good.
Those were sent to the engineer and they came back with Fredo Burns. And the jail elevator will be at 184,500. And then the courthouse elevator and modernization will start out at $207,150.
Significantly more than we thought.
Yes. We can piece it out, and I was hoping to have either Commissioner Morrison stay on the phone a little longer to see if you wanted to take that out at this time and only award the jail. But because of the age
Right.
of our elevator, it's the only one that goes to the 3rd floor.
Right.
It's going to be more extensive to repair and modernize that.
Yeah. A good chunk of the rest of the money. Do we have enough in reserve? So the section that we're able to use is above the Avion contract.
I have to wait for the, put together the roofing bid.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's coming in 60,000 more. This is coming in, 30-some thousand more. The jail elevator was about what we thought it would be.
Yes.
I think we just ate up most of our margin. We approved all of it.
top of your head how much we had? Was it 1 million?
I think it was really close.
I think so.
5.5. What was the jail? 100.
185,000. And the signs, you got your jail locks.
Yeah, you're really pushing it. Okay. All right, well, let's run the math and see. I mean, I guess all those other things are in motion except for this elevator, right? That's the only thing we can do.
Yes. Yeah, the jail elevator, we don't have a choice on that one. Stop it.
No, we don't. I should have done years ago. Okay, well, why don't we just take it to Wednesday to vote? And if we have to,
What I'll do is I'll do 2 awards, one for the jail elevator, one for the courthouse elevator.
okay. So that'll be on the agenda.
Mhm.
What else?
We'll have the citations added.
Okay. And the GIS agreement, Attorney Schmidt's working on,
Yes.
procurement policy, that's fine. Looks like a relatively late meeting.
Yes, we have some agenda or proclamations,
Right.
but I think there's only 3.
Okay. I can't think of anything else that needs to, oh, wait a minute. Possibility would be if we have the agreement with, for the Scandia timer.
Correct. If we could put that on, then we could take it off.
Yeah, I'd rather put it on and, put an agreement for the Scandia tower on there. If we have to table it, we'll have to table it, but honestly though, it's such an emergency that I even don't think the paper would get too upset if we signed that at a public meeting and brought it back to a public meeting later on. I mean, I think we actually are exempt due to the emergency nature of it.
Right now, we don't, right now, we can communicate using towers around the area,
Right.
but it's not optimal for those few fire departments in the Scandia Russell part of it right there. We need to get something back up so they're safe.
It's literally an emergency, so. Anyway,
What's that tower for?
It is what we dispatch and operate off of.
Okay.
So,
Okay, I thought maybe that's what it was.
yes.
yeah, so right now with fire and, there's a med radio on that too. So the medical are down in that area. So they can still talk to like each other, but they can't really talk to dispatch very well, and vice versa. Which is kind of critical.
It is. And that tower is currently laying in the middle of the pasture that it lived in, so.
Yeah, so the contract would be to basically put our assets, those radios, on another tower nearby. Anything else? I thought there was something else you needed to sign. Is that the main thing?
That is the main
I
thing.
think that's
we need to
the
sign.
emergency for sure.
Yes.
I don't know. I thought we talked about a couple other things over the last week, but we also worked like 80 hours last week, so it's kind of a blur.
Yeah, if we're missing something, it's not.
Wasn't there, we did it have to do with the state? Is there an agreement with the state?
The state was going to allow us to fall within their agreement to hang assets on the tower.
I know. But was that a separate agreement though?
It did not need signed because their current agreement covered what we were going to do, but it was the agreement that Attorney Schmidt was making was specifically for the our equipment.
Yeah.
I guess maybe the other thing that would need to be discussed is going to be the cost of taking our concrete shelter with a crane and a big truck to move it and that. But we're just waiting for bids to come. I don't even have a guesstimate on what it's going to cost to move this stuff.
Yeah. It's just going.
Being that this was made a official tornado, is there no chance of getting money from the federal government or the state, being that they declared tornado?
Not at this point.
And our state rep and senators can't get a little money for us out of Harrisburg in a hurry to assist you on getting that tower back up?
Well,
They've done, I can't thank the state enough. Before I even asked them, they were working their ankles trying to find me another tower. And
Oh, okay.
But when I reached out to them, and they're like, let me stop you. Here's what we've already found. So I didn't even need to finish my sentence, and they were already working for them. So,
they have done a great job, and then insurance should cover the other costs.
But people should know that our state rep and our state senators in our district do come to our aid on a situation like this. You hear more negative against them than you hear positive, but,
They all reached out to me, they gave me a little time. I think they Congressman Thompson, Representative Rapper, and Senator Hutchinson all called me Monday afternoon. They said, we figured you were busy in the morning, but they all reached out to me in the afternoon and said that they're there to help if there's anything we can help with.
then I have one more question for you, Ken. How's the tornado siren working?
we got out of the 4 that didn't work in the test, 2 had been rectified by the time the other tornado happened. So I have 2 that failed to activate in the present.
Is
This last
the
one.
one in my township one that didn't activate?
No,
Oh, they got it to where you like it? Okay, thank you.
absolutely, absolutely.
Spring Creek activated, I believe it did. And then this one just doesn't turn, right?
This one, the one in the city just does not turn. We are under contract. Well, not under contract, but typically United Refinery is who comes in and services that for us. But we are going to discuss that at the next LEPC meeting. That'll be like the 3rd year in a row that has at some point failed to turn. So at the next LEPC meeting, I would discuss whether it's time to just put something different up there. I mean, that's a World War II era siren. I mean,
What do you mean fail to turn?
so it looks like a big loudspeaker, and it's on a rotating base that
Oh.
spins, so it points directly all around the city. And it's
And
failed
where
a
is
few
that?
times.
It's very loud.
That's probably you.
Yeah, right now you can see it on top of the building. It's aimed right towards like Warren PD, Warren Fires. So I would like to see if there's a
Because
chance
I
that we
didn't
can
know
get
it
some.
rotated like that.
Maybe
That one does.
you can also talk to the refinery, their 8 o'clock in the morning whistle. You must be able to hear that completely throughout Warren County, no doubt in my mind. Wakes me up. But they may be a good company to talk to. I mean, their 8 o'clock whistle
It's loud.
is very loud, and I know you can hear it all through Glade Township, I think. I mean, I just roll over, but.
So they are part of this LEPC that I was speaking of,
Okay.
that we could, it's just another funding option. That's what that specific agency is about, public warning. So,
I tell you, kid use for it. I was underneath it, I went off.
All right, was there anything else to go to the order